What is your name?
Oh, my name is Molly to my friends, and we're friends now, aren't we? Oh, pleasure.
Molly?
Molly. Look at this guy.
Mollymauk, Molly for short. Now, would anyone like a fortune read?
I would love one.
I'm going to try and do this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really?
You doing so?
So, as he pulls out a small set of cards and begins to shuffle them at the table. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
He's really quite good. You all should line up and get your fortunes told.
You get a pretty solid read to the excitability, the eagerness, the exorbitant interest in just getting in your face that this person wants. Any fortune you tell would probably suffice. You feel pretty confident that her eyes are locked onto your eyes at the moment and not the deck as you set up a proper reading. And the cards are shuffled, they're set, you place them before you, and you may give your fortune.
Your first card, the Silver Dragon. Yes. This is good. You're pure, you're of virtue, you are a worthwhile and wonderful human being, obviously, or creature of some repute.
That's what everyone always tells me.
It's true. And heading towards the anvil.
What is that?
And is a destiny forged. There's something bright and adventurous in your future.
Wow. You know, we did just defeat a really big snake, so maybe there's even bigger things coming up, you know?
Even discerning eyes at the table, you are at the top of your game.
The serpent card appears. Of course you did.
Oh my gosh! Look at that! How did you even do that?
I saw the cards. I'm just simply a vessel of higher powers.
Will you ask the cards if I'm going to find them?
He's bullshitting her.
If you're going to find her.
Him.
Give me a little bit more. Who is this him that you're looking for?
I'm looking for my dad.
Pushing through. The eye card pulls up. You've already found the clue you're looking for, you just don't know what it is yet.
Really?
Apparently. That's what the cards are saying.
Oh, wow.
It's right in front of you.
Does it say how long ago I found it? Because that's...
Sadly, I don't have that sort of specifics. That's much more expensive.
Oh, that's going to take a lot of thinking.
Well, you find us at the show, you'll find my tent, and I'm happy to give you a more complicated reading.
I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
So much fun. I'm going to pick up my cards in a very specific order very quickly and start stacking the deck.
Okay.
Hey, Jester, before you go,
Yes.
well, tiefling to tiefling, and thank you for keeping this rabble in check.
Well, of course, you know, there are a lot to handle, but...
One on the house. And I pull two cards.
Yes? What are you telling me?
And I pull the moon, and I pull the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean anything to you?
Oh, yes.
Well, think about it. Put it away. I'll balance one of the swords on my head and just flash the cards and see if anybody bites.
As you drop them all over the ground.
Everywhere.
You don't hear anything, but they just point and smile as their cart pulls away, the sixth cart, making distance from you.
He can tell your fortune!
But so, the caravan continues without you.
Oh, it's very good.
Is it?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means that you're on a cart.
It was the chariot.
You come from being touched by some sort of primordial chaos magic, something powerful, something strange, something creative and bizarre.
Whoa.
You've recently had everything turned upside down, lost,
I really have.
and have started a new path.
Yeah.
The path you're walking is not the one you're expecting, is not the one you're going to find. It's true. But you are walking towards some destiny,
Does it say which one?
just not the one that you're expecting.
I search Molly's body and look for the tarot cards first.
Easy enough to find. You have to go through a few pockets in the inside of the jacket, but you eventually find where he keeps them.
I take those and I keep those for myself.
There's something there. We should figure it out.
He just saw some like kooky fucking tarot card reader. He was always able to get got.
Bo,
What?
those tarot card readers know what they're doing. Think of Molly. He was so smart.
They're suggestions. They're not. They're things to. They can.
Molly knew things. Molly knew things.
That wasn't spit-worthy, motherfucker.
He said
said when I asked him, I'm searching for something, and he's like, you already know about it, and we already did.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
He knew the gentleman was my dad.
I don't think tarot cards told him that, though. I think he was just Molly, and if you, like, shotgun blast things into the air, like, saying you think you know things, then you're bound to, like, hit one of them. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you just kind of gamble on being right, sometimes you'll be right. And I think that was Molly's game.
I don't like thinking about it like that. He was just brilliant.
Well, he was brilliant.
And he saw into the future. And he was basically a god.
He wasn't. None of I appreciate everything he did, and I miss him every fucking day. But tarot cards are fucking bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
Agree to disagree.
All right, that's fair.
All right.
They're fun, and I enjoy them. And admittedly, I got some like bias because my dad.
Right.
Maybe I can grow to like them again. Maybe
Well,
you should
I
learn. Here. I've been basically holding on to them just because I wanted them for the tattoo reference for a bit, but
What are you doing? What is this now?
These
Maybe-
are tarot cards. Hi, Not.
hey, well, come in.
Hi.
I'm going to learn tarot cards. I'm going to read your future soon. You just wait.
I can't wait. I would love that.
I'm going to run upstairs. There's stairs. I'm going to run to the room and start practicing.
Okay.
Maybe you can refresh my brain on down. Yeah, that'll be good.
Thank you, Val.
Yeah, bye, Jess. Thanks. Good talk.
Jester. Are you going to look up and research actual books on how to read tarot cards, or are you going to make it up?
She's gonna make it up. The traveler will tell her.
That's right. I'm going to talk to the traveler to help me out.
Holy shit, yes.
I'm going to stare at the cards and see what they mean to me. What I feel when I look at them.
It's pretty accurate.
Oh, we have to get Laura a set of tarot cards.
I'm already on it.
I know you would be. This is your charge, Taliesin.
I know.
To get her the right deck.
This is what happened to my Christmas break. It's okay. I didn't need a break anyway. That's okay.
Oh, I am self-taught.
The cards, they speak to me.
The Jester School of Tarot Reading was birthed this day.
I got all of the cards pulled out and I'm looking at them.
Okay.
And I am looking for a book on tarot cards as well, so that I can study them at the same time I'm looking at my book.
Okay.
And see what I can
Go ahead and
learn.
roll an investigation check.
7!
You get a little lost in your research as you come upon what are drawn studies on the human body, in which musculature, and there's a lot of just nude drawings in there.
I bring those to the table.
And so you get kind of distracted for a while. You do eventually find one book that is a very simple study on prominent and easily found use of tarot cards, largely based around the Moonweaver. And you sit down and you open the book, and with the cards sprawled out, and you start going from chapter to chapter, and none of the cards are the same as the ones you found in the book.
There is specifically when dealing with oracle cards. There, do you mind if I add a little canon?
Go for it.
Oracle cards.
Just keep in mind, she rolled a 7.
Oracle cards vary from region to region and religion to religion. They tend to have unique properties depending on what culture and what god is being worshipped, of how they're developed and how they're built. Moonweaver cards specifically, while there is kind of a general build, the Moonweaver encourages creativity and deceit. So Moonweaver decks tend to be all over the fucking map. And this is
This is a Moonweaver.
This is definitely a Moonweaver deck.
Yeah. And to that point, and correct me if I'm wrong, a number of the cards in the deck that you have are blank.
Yep.
How many?
There's a
Blank.
There's a collection of them that you've noticed, and then there's kind of off, like just sort of on the edge. There's a bunch that look like they're kind of old and fucked up and hard to even read anymore. And then there's another collection of them that are just have a couple little sketches that were just seem like they were stopped, and then a whole bunch of blank ones that are just ready to be filled. You get the sense that this was an ongoing art project, and that this was not a bought deck, but a made one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jester just starts crying.
Oh.
Because she's realizing, I mean, that's amazing. She's looking at Molly's art.
Yeah, there's a, yeah. It's not as good as your art.
No, but it's so good. And I can finish some of it.
Yeah, those little black cards could use happy beans.
Well, obviously somebody's going to get dealt the happy bean.
Oh no. Just keeps getting worse.
Okay, well then. Okay.
There are like the only obvious card since you rolled a 4 would be the moon card, which is
I rolled a 7. Thank you.
okay. So there's inevitably there's always a moon card. There's also each card is built so that there's a word at the bottom and a word at the top, so that when you flip it, there's a word at the bottom and then it's a new
Okay,
word.
so it's a different. So each card can be 2.
Each card can be 2, and
Okay.
the moon is a beautiful large moon in a night sky over this kind of a crystal clear lake. And when you turn it over, it's called the mirror. And when you look in the reflection of the moon in the lake, there are 2 moons,
Like balls.
and one smaller reddish purplish moon behind, like sitting right behind the big normal white moon, which is not actually in the sky in the moon card. It's just a single moon.
So for your half day of research into this, you spend half of it looking through naked pictures of people sketched in,
a good day.
and the other half learn nothing about tarot cards beyond just looking through the cards that Molly had left incomplete, and yeah, that's about it.
But it was time well spent.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
No,
So
a lot was
you not always learn what you want, but you learn what you need.
Now, I remember when Molly read my fortune a couple times. I pulled the card out myself, or did he pull the card out for me?
Do you know what a force is?
I don't you? I'm asking for Jester's
Actually,
sake.
with the
Do
7,
I-
no.
No. Okay.
So
You pulled the card.
I pulled the cards.
Yes.
Okay. I need to remember how to read other people's fortunes. So I'm just going to try to do it the way that Molly did it for me.
Yes, I bought you these cards that you can turn into tarot cards.
Thank you, Nod.
Well, you know, you can. I don't know how many you need, so I got like 60.
Wow, I don't know how many you're supposed to. You know what? I bet I can cut them down. Because look, these are the ones that that
Those are
Molly
smaller,
had.
yeah.
They're a little smaller, but there's some blank ones in here. I think Molly was making his own deck.
Well, maybe you could make your own deck.
Well, maybe I can add on, and maybe we can have like a joint deck. I wonder how many cards there's supposed to be.
I think it's the more the merrier with tarot. I feel like
Probably,
you
right?
should have like as
Like-
many as you can,
Like just keep adding to it over time, and then
as many as the human condition.
that's so smart.
Well, I mean,
Maybe you should read. That sounds like really like, you know, you have a natural inclination to being able to read people.
I could help you with it if you'd like.
I would love that, Nod.
I can at least come up with some imagery to put on them.
I love that. Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna stay up for just a little bit, and I'm gonna take out Molly's tarot deck,
Okay.
and I'm gonna draw on one of the cards. I've thought of one of the cards that I want to make.
Ooh.
Okay.
On one side. So you know that optical illusion where one side looks like old lady and you flip it and it's like a pretty woman?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a dual card and one side's going to be the hag, and then when you flip it over, it's the maiden.
Oh.
Hot.
What and that so that card's called the Hag and Maiden.
The hag and the maiden.
They each have 2 names.
you?
That's very cool.
Maybe. She may be like a little blue color in the fold.
good. That's good.
I'm going to spend some time finishing up and drawing some more of my tarot cards. I've listed a few that I would like to make.
Okay.
One, I want to be the Jewel and the Thief, which is going to be a card with a big red ruby in the middle of it, letting out a lot of light. But in the shadow of the card, you can see there's actually a man behind it reaching and trying to grab it for himself.
That's cool.
The Spark and Blaze. So from one side, it's a small spark, and on the other side, flipped over, you can see it's like a flame that's consumed the entire bottom of the card.
Okay, cool.
Death and Dawn, which will be a grave with a sun coming up from behind of it. And I think those are the ones I want to do right now.
Okay. So you spend the time masterfully crafting and sketching and painting out your new tarot cards.
While all this is happening, I'm going to be telling Ford's fortune with tarot cards.
I didn't ask you. Why do you keep putting?
I'm going to pull out the cards. Just choose a number between 1 and 20. Roll your dice.
That had tarot cards.
8.
They are
Okay, that's going to be the card you pulled out. I'm just going to read this card for you.
And this tells me my future.
I'm going to interpret it.
It's my future or what?
This is going to be where you are right now in your present.
Okay.
The eye and the hand is the card. Roll a d6.
I feel like you're making this up. 2.
Okay. So the eye is facing towards you. An eye is held by 2 hands forming a triangle. The hands are holding the eye above a restless sea.
An eye!
Yeah, I know. Above a restless sea.
Amazing!
Oh my God! The triangle is like rumble cusp. Oh my gosh, this okay.
No.
Now roll another d20.
There's more?
Yeah, then this is going to be your future.
Wait, what was the interpretation of that?
Oh, that's, obviously you are torn between where you came from, which is the eye, and the sea, the turmoil of the wild mother right now. You're figuring out who you are in this very moment. Do you go and take care of Ukatoa? Or do you follow the path that's being laid in front of you by her?
11.
Oh my God, this is such a good card.
I love this so much.
This card is called Home or Traveler.
Traveler?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, is this a secondary card?
Yeah, this is the future card.
Oh, okay, okay.
A covered carnival wagon on a road with a cottage cozy in the distance. You are, yeah. You're a one.
You.
When we met you, we were in a carnival.
You
Yeah.
came to the.
So it's a carnival
I'm referring
card,
to you.
but it's a cozy cottage in the distance, Ford. Don't
We
you
are your
see?
home.
Don't you see?
don't.
You're on the road right now. You feel like everything is a circus. You don't know what's going on. But in the distance, Ford, there is a cozy home waiting for you. That's your future.
A cozy home?
Yeah. Your home, your place. You will find it.
That's wonderful, Jester.
I know, isn't it? I'm going to pull out my tarot cards.
Ooh.
Bold. Which one?
Who are you
pull
going to
out, what you roll?
read? Yourself?
I'm just going to pull out a card and look to our future.
Okay, cool.
Give us a sign. I pull out a card that says the magician, the tinker.
The magician and tinker?
Which one was facing up?
Oh, well, the magician. Molly drew this card for you, Caleb. It looks like you. You're sitting in a room and all around you are strange orbiting lights. Veth is on the other side of the card, though. Well, not is. Isn't that interesting?
That is weird.
Molly drew cards for all of us.
maybe that just means that we follow the magic.
Can I pull out the tarot cards?
Yeah.
And I'm going to stare at the blank cards for a little bit, and then I want to make a card with Caduceus on it. And I'm going to put Caduceus in the middle, and then at the bottom of the card, I'm going to put beautiful trees, like a forest that surrounds him growing. And then on the other side, I'm going to put the trees of the Savalier wood and the trees that we saw underneath that are white and rotten and full of hatred. And I'm going to write at the bottom, growth, and on the inverse, I'm going to call it rot.
Okay.
Also, I do tarot card readings. That could be fun.
See, now that's a nice offer.
Do you want me to read your tarot cards?
Certainly.
Really? You know, I learned this from Molly. Does that change your opinion of it?
No, I'm just curious.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, well then, sit down with me.
This is
I'll
gonna
take out the
coax
deck of cards and I'll fan them out in front of him and say, choose 3 cards.
Sid cocks to the side, reading very clearly the the lack of confidence in the delivery.
Roll a d20, sir.
Nine.
Oh, how fucking perfect.
Wow.
Okay, oh,
Game,
wow.
I swear to God.
Okay, so flip over the first card. This is the card of your past. And I look down at it. This card is history and the dream.
How fucking crazy is that? Oh my god.
Gives a smile and a nod. Eyes unblinking.
A massive creature shatters a city. Shut up. That's so fucking perfect. What? Okay, flip the next card. Roll a d20.
It's the image of the calamity.
1.
This-
Oh no.
This card, ooh, this is your present. The Tyrant. Ooh, 2 dragons fight each other in a figure 8. The one facing you is red. Flip your last card. This is your future.
18.
This card is so important.
I'm so impressed.
You're good at this.
I want you to roll a d6.
1.
Facing you is death. That's not necessarily a bad thing, Lucien, you know? Some people think that death means a rebirth. Something must end for something new to begin.
His right hand twitches, like twice.
How do you feel?
Thank you, that was interesting. I've always been oddly curious from a distance about such strange hobbies. Thank you for indulging in the offer.
Of course. I gather up the cards.
He stands up and kind of walks uncomfortably towards the rest of the tomb takers.
Can't blame the cards. You made them, motherfucker.
How fucking crazy were those pools, though?